Well, this rain was unexpected. Peeps, we are back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and we're here during Food and Wine Fest, so that's still going. But we already did a Food and Wine Festival video, so today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about Howl-O-Scream rumors. So no official announcements have been made about Howl-O-Scream. We don't have any inside information or sources or anything like that. We just have what we Googled online, what people are talking about on Facebook and message boards. So we're going to talk about some of those rumors. And we're actually going to start right here in Killarney. This is the exit, traditionally the exit for Killarney Diner. And so we believe that Killarney Diner is actually returning this year. I think it's been around for about 3 years now. Last year was Killarney Diner Infested. I think Killarney Diner will return this year, whether it's Killarney Diner Infested or the original, not sure. But I would say it's a pretty safe bet that Killarney Diner still sits within the grave or whatever, the tomb of Battle for Ire. And I think Killarney Diner will be back this year. So let's see what else we can get into. While we're in Killarney in Ireland, let's talk about the Abbey Stone Theatre. Because one of the rumors I've seen online is that Fiends or a Fiends-like show will be coming to the Abbey Stone Theatre this year, which would be great. It'd be great to see something return to this during Howl-O-Scream. The Howl-O-Scream 25th anniversary year would be a great opportunity to bring back a show like Fiends. Look at this yummy looking barbecue pork taco that I just got from the Mexico booth. We didn't go to the Mexico booth last time we were here because we were pretty full, but this is the menu that they have here. Tacos and a sopapilla cheesecake bar. And the taco looks pretty yummy. I did not get the pickled onions because it's me, but got a taco. Next up, as far as Howl-O-Scream rumors, we have France. And why France, you may be asking? Well, we talked in a previous video how at the back of the park, behind Fest House and the Black Forest, we're actually going to lose 2 spaces previously reserved for houses this year, where Nevermore and Witch of the Woods previously were. Well, I think we're still going to have at least 5 houses this year. So where do you put them? So years ago, in this building right here, behind the stage of this area right here, where they have like concerts and 'Twas That Night and stuff, they had a haunted house named Catacombs. That was fantastic. It was a great house, a little small, but really well themed. Well, I think, and I'm reading online, that we may see something return to this area, to this behind stage area once more. It may actually be the return of Catacombs. That would be pretty cool. But I think we're going to see a haunted house back in this area come Howl-O-Scream this year. Hey peeps! Super nice. It's awesome. I follow him. If you don't follow him, I'll link him down below. And over here we've got Vlog with May. Mm-hmm. Yep. So definitely give them a follow. They also do great content like here at Busch Gardens. So we'll be seeing more of them here in the future. Nice to meet you guys. As we walk by La Belle Wine Bar, check this out. They have cotton candy bubblies, 2 of our favorites together at last. Now, I don't think that's included in the food and wine sampler, but I feel like we gotta try it. Right? Look, there it goes. There was cotton candy in that glass. You can kind of still see a little bit of it. And champagne poured on top of it. Look at that. Update on the bubbly champagne with it's not great. It's pretty not great. So don't recommend.
Sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. If you like sweet, you may like it.
Lucky.
I probably shouldn't have gotten the blue one. Come back, Catacombs. I miss you. Okay. As we walk around New France, just wanted to take a minute to talk about the train ride. Now, historically, the train ride, which we're walking back to right now, and I'll turn around here in a second, back there. Historically, the train ride, like in years past, has had like Halloween themed lighting and decorations during Howl-O-Scream a few years. It hasn't happened in a few years. There's a rumor that it might return for Howl-O-Scream 2024, the 25th anniversary. I don't know how much I'm buying into that rumor. It would be cool. I think it's a great experience. I love the train in general. I love the train especially during Christmas. But with all the construction that's going on right around the back of the park, I would be hard-pressed to think that they're actually going to do a Howl-O-Scream train this year. But we'll see. Could be wrong on that one. And also, will Meat Market return this year? I hope so. Meat Market is one of my favorite territories here at the park, so I think it would be great. Bear, 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 bear. Tell me all the secrets of this year's Howl-O-Scream. What's coming this year? Is Vault 25 coming this year? Is Jack coming back? I need to know. Okay, since I'm talking to the bear, it's probably a good time. I forgot to mention it when we were back in Ireland. I don't think the Jack is Back show is returning for Howl-O-Scream 25. That's just what I'm seeing on Facebook and on message boards. It would be cool if it returned. Hey, I mean, it's always a fun way to start the night, but what I'm hearing is that it won't be back this year. Someone lost a chicken tender right in front of the chicken tender place. Goodbye, chicken tender. Okay, so we are walking out of the Germany area, and I say that because this fence right here, which is behind Dark Castle, I wanted to talk a little bit about, because we're heading into Oktoberfest, which is where the real meat of this video is. A lot of stuff seems to be centered around Oktoberfest during Howl-O-Scream. There is a new event space behind the Fest House as you head back there, and I think, I shouldn't say a thing, I read online that Nevermore will be returning this year and may be in that new event space behind the Fest House. Now, also back there is where Cornered used to be. Now, are they going to do anything with that space? It's hard to say. Cornered was such a specific maze that had mostly outdoor areas. I think you'd have to be, like, you'd have to develop something very specific. And the only other house that I can think of that we haven't talked about yet, which is potentially a Vault 25 house, I don't know that that's the area for it. So I don't know that Cornered will be something, but I do think that we may see Nevermore return in the new event space behind the Fest House. All right, now we're in front of the Fest House. Now let's talk about the Fest House a minute, because Oktoberfest, which is right here, is I think where, like I said, a lot of the meat of the conversation really is. Well, in the Fest House, we have seen Phantoms of the Fest House for a number of years now. What I'm reading online is that Phantoms of the Fest House will not be returning. We're actually going to see Phantoms, that show, or some instance of that show, go to the Globe Theater at the front of the park, and it's going to be Phantoms of the Globe. So, what's going to happen in Fest House? Not sure. Maybe they'll do some iteration of Monster Stomp in the Fest House, but I do hear that Phantoms of the Fest House not returning for Howl-O-Scream 25. Now, we do know in that area, right there, that area behind the Fest House, where historically we've had two houses there. For a number of years, we've had Nevermore, and before that, we had the Vamp House of some kind. It was some type of vampire house. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. We've also had Witch of the Woods. Both those houses and that area out this year for Howl-O-Scream, because that's where they're building their new roller coaster. We've kind of talked a little bit about that. We'll put a link like right here at the end of the video. Check that video out. So two house areas out, and that's why we've kind of talked about other areas where houses may be throughout the park, because they won't be there, which has been, I mean, there has been a house there for years behind the Fest House. Now, on the other side of Fest House, like I just mentioned, is where there's a new event space and where Cornered used to be. So we'll see at least one house out there, probably Nevermore. If we see a second house or a second maze, hard to say, but definitely look for something behind Fest House, which you'll either enter it through there or back there where I was showing you where the fence was. Most importantly, will pepperoni pizza be returning to the Fest House? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm tired of the sausage. Give me the pepperoni. I've also read a rumor that they're actually going to be doing a territory back here in Oktoberfest, that Ripper Row is going to be coming back here, which, for what it's worth, doesn't make a ton of sense to me, because Jack the Ripper was in England, not in Germany. So I would take that rumor with a grain of salt. So behind me is Festa Italia, which is where Deathwater Bayou has been for the last few years. Will Deathwater Bayou be back this year? Last year they had like Deathwater Bayou Full Moon or something along those lines. I'm not sure. I would venture to say, given I think there's probably going to be 5 houses this year, I don't know that we'll see Deathwater Bayou back this year. Now, will they use the space for another haunted house? Or will they just kind of close this area off? We'll see. All right, so as we walk by Lost Mines The Descent, I do think it'll be back this coming year. I think it was a popular house last year. We really enjoyed it. So I would expect to see Lost Mines The Descent return this year. Okay, as we make our way out past the Globe Theater, the question is still, if they're going to do an anniversary house of Vault 25, where is it going to be? And I leave that up to you guys because I have no idea. Do you think Vault 25 is coming in this year? If you do, where do you think it's going to be? Do you think it might be backstage behind the Globe Theater where I think we'll have Phantoms of the Globe? Or do you think it's going to be somewhere else in the park? Let us know in the comments down below. While you're down there, hit the subscription button, the little subscribe, icon, hit the notification bell. It lets us know that you want to see more of this content, especially if you give us a thumbs up on this video. Thank you for watching. We appreciate that you enjoy our Busch Gardens content. We love coming out here and sharing our experiences with you. We'll see you next time.